Until you've actually been there, I guess, and seen it for yourself, it's all very well sort of hearing people's stories about it, but quite another seeing it firsthand.
And it's always a challenge when you're trying to bring to the people of the Isle of Man the stories from our global neighbours, and trying to bring those alive. We live in such a beautiful, beautiful island, cold at times and wet. So it's difficult with our infrastructure and the facilities and everything we have around us to imagine what nothing is like. But also to see those people and to talk to those people when you're out there and to get to know their stories. And there's some amazing stories out there, and I'm so excited to be going.
Now, I did say you were going to be appealing to the generosity of the Manx
public.
Here
we go. Yes, sorry.
But you are looking for some items that will help you with this trip. What is it you're looking for?
Yes, I am. Sanitary towels. Not a topic really for afternoon radio, but let's go for it. So I asked the Christian Aid team in Burundi what I could bring over to help the partners. And one of the projects I'm going to be looking at is gender-based violence. Burundi is a troubled little African country, and there's been a lot of wars and there's a lot of militia, and it's quite violent. So as a result of that, unfortunately, there's quite a lot of gender-based violence. So they asked me for two things. They asked me if I could bring over some sanitary towels, and they also asked if I could bring over some colouring stuffs for the kids. So I can take something over for the kids to use, and they'll use it as part of therapy, you see, and talking therapy and trying to get the kids to overcome whatever violent aspects that they've seen. But also sanitary towels and sanitary products in countries such as Burundi are incredibly, horrifically expensive if you can actually buy them. You'll be able to buy them, but they'll be 2, 3, 4 times what they are here if you can get your hands on them, and the quality won't be there. So the idea is I have a spare 23 kilos to take with me. My stuff fits pretty much in a rucksack, so I'm grand. But I've got 23 kilos to take, so the appeal is out there. If you could at all possibly help, if you're in Douglas, Promenade Church is going to be open on Saturday for Cafe Lingo, and obviously for the Sunday service on Sunday morning. And they have, I'm really grateful to say, thanks Ben, said that they'll collect them for me this Saturday and this Sunday, and I'll pick them up on Monday because I'm going next week. So it's a bit of a short notice request, but I know my friends and the people who are sympathetic and understand out there will, I'm sure, all get together and help us out on this one. Please.
and this is something actually that we have talked about on the programme before, and about the awful issues that can be caused by not having access to such hygiene products, and women really leaving themselves open to infection and all sorts of things.
The problem is if you don't provide a suitable alternative, then people make up things. So they make up things using housewives' tales, because nobody talks about body issues over there. There's stories of people using straw or dung, cattle dung, and all sorts of horrible housewives' tales, which probably make sense to them at the time, but make no sense to us over here. There are alternatives. People do say to me, why are you taking disposable ones over there? Well, quite simply, it's very hard for us to imagine, but if you've got no water and you've got no detergent and you've got no suitable drying facilities, you can't hygienically wash any of the reusable items that you can have. Whereas with a good old-fashioned sanitary towel, everyone's got fire. You just sling it in the fire and safely dispose of it. So currently, that's the best solution we've got. Last year's Christian Aid project in Zimbabwe, one of the things we bought, because this was identified as a problem in Zimbabwe as well, in the sticks out there in the middle of nowhere, was we bought, you may have seen it, Google it, it's the Indian napkin man. An amazing man who's invented this easy-to-use machine that uses local products that makes sanitary towels. So we actually bought one of those for Zimbabwe. So we've now got 2 disabled girls out there using these machines and making these products for the local women at cost. They're 1 cent to buy or to barter. They can use them to barter for food. So when I go out there to Burundi, what I'm hoping is I'll be able to get a feel for the situation, and then bring these stories back and then work out what they really need for a long-term solution.